Several races are too close to call in North Carolina, and at least one could be headed to a recount. Thousands of outstanding ballots are being counted this weekend, could affect the outcome. Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live in Raleigh. Michael, it's not just the presidential race that we're waiting to find out a winner.
Right, a couple others that we're following still here, the Attorney General race and the race for state auditor. These are separated by just thousands of votes at this point. The president and Republicans here in North Carolina are making claims of fraud, but when I asked the state party's chairman about that today, he said there are no specific allegations here. Key races in North Carolina are too close to call. As of Wednesday morning, President Trump was ahead of Joe Biden by about 73,000 votes out of more than 5.5 million. Other races are even closer. Democratic Attorney General Josh Stein was up over Republican Jim O'Neill by 13,000, and the vote difference in the race for Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court was less than 1,000. Party leaders expect that to go to a recount.
There's nothing out of the ordinary here. I see nothing other than counting votes, and that's what the authorities are expected to do.
Hours after Democrat Cal Cunningham conceded to Republican Senator Tom Tillis, Republicans claimed fraud occurred in the election. The state party tweeted Wednesday about fraud occurring across the country and in North Carolina during this election. But when I asked party chairman Michael Whatley about it, he said this.
I think that here in North Carolina, again, we've not seen any specific allegations of fraud.
On your Twitter feed, though, you all do raise the issue of fraud in North Carolina, but you're saying there's no evidence of it.
What we're seeing right now does not give us any real heartburn.
Why are you all continuing to utilize this strategy of telling people there's all this fraud when you're telling me right now there isn't?
We're telling people that we want to have observers and we want to have attorneys that are going to monitor this, and we're going to be very careful to make sure that we don't have election fraud here in North Carolina. We're pretty comfortable with the process that we've seen.
The Board of Elections put out a statement today in response to what they call rapidly spreading misinformation. They say that this process is following the law, that all eligible ballots are being counted, and that this process is going to be audited, and that auditing process is already underway. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
I'm Russ Boyne in the Breaking News Center tonight. Raleigh police now investigating after 2 people were shot. It happened on Pool Road just before 3 this afternoon. We're going to go to a live shot from the scene that's happening right now. You can see the yellow tape up, plenty of police presence there. Police say 2 people shot. No word yet on their conditions or if police have a suspect, but they're having to work in this rain to try to figure out exactly what happened. Anyone with information, though, about this shooting asked to call Crime Stoppers. Again, that's a live picture from that scene.